So, question. I'm sorry. Question is, you know how they rehashed over the Beerus arc in Super after the Battle of the Gods movie? Do you think they're going to do the same thing again with Brawley?
I'm speculating possibly no. I didn't quite understand why they did that, but I think that's how they do stories and marketing. And I did think it was interesting because if you didn't see the movie and then they do the story, the first 26, they kind of do different angles and different little tweaks and little like I think in the original they're not on a boat for the boat party and they are on a boat and they'll have different scenes that maybe you didn't see in the party, so it's kind of neat. I think that's cool. I'm guessing, you know, if they follow the manga at all, which I have not read yet, based on what I read online, that does not happen in the manga. I don't think. If it does, someone will correct me vociferously. I haven't released it yet, but I've come up with the Twitter troll voice I've invented. And it's really loud and obnoxious. It doesn't involve any words. Maybe I should debut it here. I don't know, should I? Give it the Twitter troll, when I see a mean tweet that directed to me, all I see is this, @so-and-so logo, and it's kind of loud, so watch here. It's just like, and every time I see it, all I hear in my head is, what are you doing? And I hit block, and I go next. It's always unintelligible. It's always something that, like, that's my fault, and there's somebody's really mad. And I have to remind myself, no offense, because they're young people.
Maybe they're crime reporters.
They might be older. They might be older, but Twitter has weaponized 14-year-olds. And I was an obnoxious 14-year-old myself, and your brain's not done developing. So I remember the older people who cut me slack, and now at age 50, I'm like, okay, first of all, when I turned 50, I really wanted to yell at kids to get off my lawn, but I don't have a lawn, so now I'm trying to buy a house so I can get a lawn to yell at kids to get off it.
A cyber lawn.
I have a cyber lawn, and I remember all the older people who put up with my obnoxious teen BS, and I'm like, okay, I can do a Twitter joking, you know, mock voice, and I can block, but I'm not going to get on there and be a jerk anymore. Because they're kids, and when they're older, they go, oh, wow, man, I'm like, you're a young human who's not fully developed and haven't been on Earth very long. We're going to cut you some slack.
Yeah, but if you scratch that itch, they're going to copy that, and they're going to send it out to
exactly.
everybody. It doesn't look good on you.
It doesn't look good. Even this will probably what I just did. Someone will mock me, and then I'll have to do an impression again. It'll be like Inception of that or something. And then I'll be like,
now, you know what I would like?
oh, sorry.
I would love to hear that particular voice as one of the super mutants.
Yeah. Because I played Strong in Fallout 4, and you played.
I was Fox in Fallout 3.
But you were also in Fallout 4.
I was also in Fallout 4. I was in Silver Shroud.
Yes, the Silver Shroud. I love the Silver Shroud. So one of my favorite characters.
Maybe we should finish this off.
Fox, happy to do panel with you. Long night, Fox. We break things together. You humans smell bad. So do we. But we smell bad good. Do you find milk of human kindness? Milk of human kindness, delicious.
Did you have to do that storyline, the Milk of Human Kindness?
Always.
I didn't know what it was. It's like a Shakespeare reference or something. I didn't know. And I told them Bethesda, I'm like, you guys need to do a geocaching thing where you put on Twitter bottles of milk of human kindness,
right?
And you have to find them. And they said, that's a good idea. We're not going to do that. But it was an idea I suggested to them. They didn't think it was a good idea, but they're just like, nah, we're not going to do that. Like,
if you were to put that in a store and it's right there in the freezer section, milk of human kindness, no one would buy it.
No one would buy it. But if it was in a video game store or something and it had like stuff in it, like swag from the game.
Oh yeah, would you buy it?
Would you buy a milk of human kindness bottle? Strong's milk of human kindness or something? In the dairy section. We have 36 seconds left. Let's get one or two more in. Who hasn't had a question? Who hasn't had? You have it on the front row here. Let's give you. Yeah. The orange caught my eye because it's a bright color and reminds me of the character I play.
Oh yeah?
I wore my Goku shoes today. Yeah. I wore my Super Saiyan orange shoes. I love them. They're very comfortable. Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Cool. So I wanted to know outside of Dragon Ball.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. What is your? I feel like I'm echoing really loudly.
You are. It's great.
It's wonderful. I wanted to see what your favorite anime
do you know
to watch during the week, or what is like your longest outside of Dragon Ball?
Well, I grew up on old school anime. I watched, Ninja Scroll, Ghost in the Shell, Akira, that sort of thing. And when I became an ADR director for anime, some of the shows I directed I really liked, like Oh My Goddess and Midori Days. Since then, I haven't watched a ton, because when you work on anime a lot of times when you get home, the last thing you want to do is watch more anime. I very much enjoyed One Punch Man. I haven't seen season 2 yet. I really like that show. Death Note. My girlfriend got me into Death Note. I really like that one. And I have not seen. There's a couple that I really need. I really want to watch My Hero Academia because all my friends are in it and I'm not. It's also a very good show, apparently. There's a lot of anime on my shelf that has been given to me that I have not watched yet. I tend to watch a lot of. So here's a funny story. I got 3 seconds left. We're going to go over just by a second. So in my hotel, they put up my do not disturb. I always put my do not disturb for the whole week. I don't want anybody bugging me. I don't even let them clean my room. I'm like, I clean my house once a month. Why do you need to clean my room every day? So they wrote, I'm do not disturb because I'm watching TED Talks. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm watching Bosch. So I wrote Bosch on my room. And I took a picture of it, and I was going to post it on Twitter. I was like, how dare you tell people walking by the hall that I'm watching TED Talks when I'm not? And so when I'm done, so maybe tonight I'll change the Do Not Disturb sign to another show I'm watching, so people in the hallway walking past my room will know that I'm watching. I like to watch a lot of cop shows. I love real cop shows. Fake cop. I like detective shows a lot. I really like watching detective shows. I think it's because I used to watch them with my grandma when I was little. She's dead now, so I miss her. Actually, she'd be 100 in June. When was her birthday? December. Yeah. So she'd be 100 this year. She was born in 1919. Big influence on my life. So I think I like watching cop shows because of that. And but anime, I absolutely love the genre of anime so much, and I definitely got to watch a lot more of these shows that everybody's loving, so I can stay current. But when you're working on it all the time, again, I'm watching Goku all day, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna watch Cop Show and play. I am gonna play Dragon Ball Fighter Z, and I'm gonna play Fallout because I finished that. Well, you know what I went with at the end? I went with the human fascist elitists because I felt like they had the best chance of saving humanity with the tech because they had pure genes.
Right, yeah.
So it was kind of best of, lesser of two evils.
There are no good options in the apocalypse.
There's not good options in the apocalypse. I picked the one that I thought would have the best for genetic survival, even though they were kind of fascists.
Well, I hope that works out. I hope that one day someone creates an anime cop show for you.
Yes, I love that.
Which would be the perfect thing to watch at the end of the day. And ladies and gentlemen, where are you going to be able to find you? Where can they find you?
And online or in the world?
Well, here today and then in the world, if you want to give.
I'm not telling you my address. No, I live in Los Angeles, and people are coming in. We should probably get out of here. You can find me on Twitter at Sean Schemmel, Solus21 on Instagram, and I'll be in Dallas for Fan Expo next week, and then I'll be in Ottawa, I believe, in Canada, and then some other places, and I think I'm doing New York Comic Con this year. So, What am I doing? My table. Oh, my table. I'll be at my table signing all day, and then I'll be at my table tomorrow and Sunday signing.